Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Fearless Generations with Terry Singer and Kelly Fox.
Hello and welcome to Fearless Generations, 12 Steps to Freedom. This is Kelly Fox, and we are here continuing the conversation of Step 2, willingness, and tonight we're talking all about opportunities. So thank you for being with us here again. We love coming to you every Monday night, and we appreciate all of you coming and listening as well. We have a great guest coach tonight. We're excited to bring her on. Terry seems to be running a little late, so when she comes in, I will let you all know. And but let's get going. So please welcome our guest coach tonight, Nathalie Ekobo.
Bonjour, bonjour. Hello. Hello, Kelly.
Hello. And I'm so happy to have you on the show with us.
Thank you. It's fabulous to be there. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, Nathalie, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? What is it that you get to do, and who is it that you get to serve?
Thank you. So my accent is French, so that nobody starts thinking about it for too long. I came from Paris, France, directly to Phoenix, Arizona, 26 years ago, and I get to mentor spiritually conscious entrepreneurs and executives. I help them break through their limiting beliefs and patterns and tap into their inner wisdom and come in alignment with their real self so that they can create even more impact and more income with ease, flow, and freedom.
I love it. Freedom is my word.
Yay.
You're speaking our language.
Yes.
Well, I am so excited to have you on tonight and to talk about these topics and really dive into how willingness brings opportunities. So Miss Terry Ann is here now, so please welcome Miss Terry. And how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Woo-hoo.
We are glad that you are here as well.
Sorry, it was a little late.
So,
I'm so happy to meet you, Terry.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So, Nathalie, what does willingness mean to you?
Willingness to me is a door that opens, that when it's closed, but when you start cracking it open, then everything is possible.
Love it.
It's almost like nothing happens if you're not willing. It's the bare minimum of let's go somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love that you brought up possibilities, because tonight we're talking about opportunities, which I feel like you can kind of interchange those words a lot. So when you're working with your clients or just your own process, how does willingness support you into moving into opportunities?
Once we have some kind of awareness of where we want to go or what we need to do, then willingness to me is really I'm asking people to be willing, to be ready. Because if there is no willingness, can we please have willingness be your default mode? Because when we're willing, then we're dropping our agenda, we're dropping some control, and we're letting the universe lead us. We're willing to go somewhere. So it's almost a synonym as with openness. You know, if you're willing, then you're open. You're more open.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
And
I mean,
you know, I did a little research And did you know that they've done, like in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology in 2012, they had studied over 17 participants from 1995 to 2012, and they have proven that if we are willing to try new things, if we open ourselves to experience, then the people that are willing to do that are perceived as more lucky than the other ones. Because of that willingness. Like, it's really literally opening a door.
Yeah.
They create
I love how you're talking about awareness. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they're creating. It's proven scientifically that when you have more willingness and more openness, then you create life events that are luckier for you, that are more beneficial for you, by just being willing.
Absolutely.
It's crazy because it's scientifically proven now. It's just not like we're not making that up, or we're not just observing that with our clients. It's bigger than that.
Yeah.
So
I talked about that in a... Go ahead.
If you want good fortune, if you want to be the luckiest woman ever, then just you start by willingness. You start by just opening that door.
Yeah. I did a Facebook post last week about how I've met some really amazing people and I've gone on some really amazing adventures, and that you might say that I'm lucky, and in some ways I am, but it's because I was willing to say yes to those opportunities. I was willing to say yes and show up for those experiences, and that's why I've been able to meet these people. That's why I've been able to do these things. And so I totally agree with what you're saying. And taking it back a little bit about how you talked about awareness, and then with awareness comes willingness, and that's why step 1 is awareness, step 2 is willingness. So just going right along with the 12 steps to freedom. Yeah.
Oh, when I saw your 12 steps, I was just like, oh my God, I was blown away, because it is the truth. It's what I notice every day with my clients as well. They go through those steps. It's the path.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Terry, I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I really like the analogy, or the picture of opening a door. Willingness being opening a door, because once you're aware and you want to change, and you want to have something different, and you want to show up different or have different experiences, it's like the awareness is what really helps you to open that door. Until you're aware, you don't even know that there's a door there, right? So I like that, because certainly willingness is the first step to accepting opportunities. I know I was talking to a young man the other day that actually was going into a rehab program because has an addiction issue, and he was saying, different from when he had been in there the last time, that this time he was going to be willing to accept every opportunity that came to him to serve and to take a different path. And before he had calculated whether that would be something he wanted to do or not. And I thought that's different. That's different from what he said before, where he was willing to surrender and accept whatever they asked him to do. In terms where he is, they have to work, and so he would accept whatever work they offered him, and he would learn from that what he could learn from it. And that really impressed me with him having that willingness, that attitude. So I think it's definitely the beginning of taking action and showing up differently, instead of doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, because that's the definition of insanity. But it's that willingness to be open, to surrender to the process, to align with your values and move forward. And that's, I think luck to me is an interesting word, lucky. It's kind of like, it's not a word that I use very often. I just think that, everybody has an idea of what lucky means. I think it's more of a alignment with your higher power that brings you those opportunities and blessings. So that's how I would define that. When you really are willing to surrender to a path and be aware and listen and observe and follow that path willingly, the outcome is that you're going to be blessed. You're going to have, things are going to work out for you. The outcomes are going to be, you can call them luck or you can call it blessing, I guess. But that's interesting research that they were able to pinpoint willingness as being that condition that brings you happiness or luck or blessings, whatever you want to call it, right? Yep. And that willingness was the commonality, right? That was the common factor in the people that they studied. So I think that's really interesting. Yeah, really interesting.
Willingness and openness to experience.
Yeah.
So being ready to embark on a journey, being ready to change, to even, like you said, to not repeat insanity. We have to be ready to change. We have to be ready to even have a shift in personality, to evolve, to grow.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that with clients that come to me and they have an issue, whatever issue that is, really, because I work a lot with women entrepreneurs and a few women executives, but it's funny that even though they come maybe to grow the business and to have more impact, more income, and etc., it's always, the pebble in the shoe is always something very personal. We are going back to that. And then when they come and they cannot see what they cannot see, right? We don't know what we don't know, and they have like blind spots, but yet they tell me, I'm ready, I'm willing. The pain is strong enough that it's pushing them into willingness to change.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need a little bit of that kick. Like it's not always easy to say yes and to be open. It's not always easy to get up in the morning and to be willing to change or to do something differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
and
I've
feel like
I've seen that
Go ahead.
Clients. Yeah. So I've seen that with clients, like where willingness is driven actually by, I'm uncomfortable right now. It doesn't feel right. So I am going to be, I'm a little bit desperate, but I'm also willing. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to say yes to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like our willingness levels can fluctuate, sometimes faster than other times. But when we find ourselves with our willingness level maybe lower than what we'd like it to be, there's always ways for us to bring it up. So, Nathalie, is there a tool or something that you use to support yourself or your clients with raising up that willingness level so that you are willing to say yes to opportunities?
Yeah. Actually, I have two tools. I have one that is kind of a daring challenge. It is the willingness to say yes, the yes day exercise. So you pick a day, Kelly, in your week, and that day you decide that you're going to say yes to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice how it feels like. You notice when there is resistance. And you notice when you go beyond this resistance and you still say yes. And then you look at what happens then. And what kind of real opportunities are created that day because of that, because of you being willing to say yes.
I love that.
So that's a fun little exercise. And I have also like a 2-minute meditation. If we have time for that, I could share that.
Let's do it.
So take a deep breath and get very comfortable sitting or lying down, and then close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, and bring your awareness to your heart center. Visualize your heart opening up like a blossoming flower. Silently, I open my heart to receive the opportunities life offers me. I open my heart to receive the opportunities life offers me. And then feel your heart center expanding with warmth. Feel the openness around your body. Sense your whole body becoming receptive like a vessel ready to be filled. And now repeat, I am willing to receive abundance, joy, and new possibilities. And visualize rays of light pouring onto you. Release any rigidity, any expectation, any need for control. Soften your body, soften your mind to make space for the gifts that you can't yet even imagine. And now say, the universe wants to bless me. I gracefully accept the opportunities coming my way with gratitude. Feel the willingness, feel the receptivity. And when you're ready, just open your eyes, feeling optimistic about opportunities heading your way. And in just 2 minutes, you shifted from an energy maybe of lack or scarcity or just boredom into feeling excited and willing and open and ready to allow.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's how you shift very rapidly, you know. No need to stay into energies that are not serving us anymore.
Yeah, I definitely feel a shift.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And so
I'm all about
you recommend doing this. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I say I'm all about shifting energy. That's what I do with people. Yeah.
So you recommend doing this just anytime you feel like you want to shift in your energy?
Yes. And if you start to be a little too comfortable in your life and you want a little bit of more adventure, like you said, you know, I'm ready for more adventure, for more opportunities, for something, for my next step in my life, then it's time to do this practice a little bit more and to open. The more we can open ourselves to receive, and the more we are willing to get there, the more it's going to happen, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Terry, what's a tool that you like to use?
I'm going to use that meditation for sure. I really like that a lot. That was just, just being willing to open up like that was really amazing. I like that a lot. I think for me, willingness is taking action. You know, it's moving, it's movement, and sometimes when I think I get stuck and I'm just really not making movement. So obviously there's something that's blocking my willingness to move. I like to use the stretch, risk, and die model, because if what I'm wanting to do is out of my comfort zone, I think sometimes my willingness is blocked because I try to take too big of a step. I was talking to a client the other day about Mother May I. I don't know if you've ever played that game, but you take baby steps or scissor steps or giant steps, or you ask. That's how you play the game. And sometimes I think people, myself included, want to take giant steps rather than taking small steps that are less fearful or less out of our comfort zone. So I like to break things when I start to feel resentment or I start to feel anxiety towards taking a certain step, or I'm resistant to doing something. I'll ask myself, is this out of my comfort zone? And I'll ask my clients, is this out of your comfort zone? And how far out of your comfort zone is it? And we have a model where we talk about your comfort zone being what you know how to do, and then taking stretches, risks, or we call it die, when it's such a big jump that it really feels like we're going to die if we do that. And breaking those down then into stretches, things that I do know how to do but that I'm not doing, really helps me then to have the willingness to move forward. And my mindset says, my thought process is, I can do this because I know how to do this, and it's going to move me towards that goal or that activity or that action. And once I can do that, I can then step towards that to where I'm willing to take a risk, something I'm not sure I know how to do. And because I've taken those smaller steps that I do know how to do, it helps me to break it down to where my willingness then rises, and I'm more confident that I can do it. And I'll practice those small steps until I feel more confident in taking the risks. And that helps me to have momentum and have the willingness to step out of my comfort zone.
I love that. Yeah, Stretch, Risk, Die is one of my favorite tools. It's simple to teach, and it is multifaceted. You can use it in so many different ways, and it can support individuals, couples, families, employees, whatever, because it brings more awareness, and it shows us our willingness level, and those are two great places to start. And when we can become more aware of why we're resisting or where resistance is, then we know there's something else that we can do. We break it down, or we ask for support, or whatever it might be that supports us the most, and start moving towards getting it done, or moving forward, or doing whatever it is that we were wanting to do. So I love that. Well, we have about 5 minutes left, and I want to give Nathalie a chance to share with us her contact information or whatever she would like to share with us at this time.
Well, I think the easiest way would be to just go to my website, and then there will be resources there. There will be my story, how I came from Paris to Phoenix, and the implications of all this. And so my website is www.nathalieekobo.com, which is NathalieEkobo.com. That's NathalieEkobo.com. And on there you'll get resources, you'll get other meditations and free gifts, and and some valuable stuff there.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, listeners, definitely go check that out. Take advantage of all of the goodness that is there for you. Learn more about Nathalie, and definitely share this episode with others that you think might need a little bit more willingness or might be open to new opportunities. And let's get the word out there about this. Terry, any last words?
No, I just really appreciate this session. I've gotten some really good insights, and we'll be able to use that meditation to raise my level of willingness. So I appreciate that so much, Nathalie. Be sure that you put that information on our Facebook page so people can easily find you with one click. That would be really helpful.
Absolutely.
I love the discussion tonight. I thank you so much, Nathalie, for being here with us. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and just being able to collaborate with other women who are out there sharing their talents and talking about freedom and bringing all of their amazingness to the world. I love being able to have this time with you and this time with Terry, and being able to collaborate in this way.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for being here. We want to remind you all that the 12 Steps to Freedom were created by Rhonda Britton, the CEO and founder of the Fearless Living Institute. If you would like to know more about Fearless Living, go check it out at fearlessliving.org. Also, if you would like to know more about Terry and I, please go to fearlessgenerations.org, and you can learn everything you want to know about us, as well as find when our workshops are. You can read about our group program, Stepping Towards Freedom, and you can also find out about our membership program that we have going on, where we meet twice a month for a mastermind session, and you get access to Terry and I. So go check all of that out, and you can also go there to find out all the information about our fundraiser that we're doing, Break the Silence for Suicide Prevention. You can go there and check all of that out there too, all about the 5K and the speaker event. So definitely go check that out too. And we are just so happy that we get to spend this time with you every month or every week, and that we get to share these tools and strategies that we love, and we get to bring on these amazing guest coaches and get to know them and learn from them as well as you. So, Nathalie, any last thing you want to say before we're done?
Yeah, absolutely. I have this question on my mind right now that is a beautiful question that opens up for opportunities. I wonder what else is possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and not trying to answer it, not being attached to having absolutely an answer in the next 5 minutes, but just pondering it, just launching it to the universe, and just be open to receive whatever is going to come from that pondering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah. What else could be possible? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Terry, for being here with me.
Yep.
I love being here with you. And until next week, everybody, be fearless.